Welcome back, adventurers, to Black Book. In the last episode, we had to defeat the fiery snake, which wasn't easy at all, and now we are on our way to the telegraph line, which was supposedly cut by demons. So let's see what we can do there.
Провода телеграфа тянутся по столбам, как нити исполинского веретена. Деревянные сооружения выглядят инородно, и кажется, что хмурые сосны смотрят на них с укоризной. У дороги вы замечаете оживленно спорящую пару.
The telegraph wires stretch between the poles like the strings of a giant spindle. The wooden structures look alien, and the grim trees around them seem to glare at them reproachfully. By the road you notice a couple arguing in a lively manner.
Ох, батюшка, а как это мне туда идти-то?
Oh Lord, how do I even begin my journey there?
Как-то боязно мне, ей-богу. Слышал, что на станции-то баяли.
My lord, I'm scared. Did you hear what they were saying on the station?
Я тебе сейчас устрою боязно.
I'll show you scared.
Доброй ночи.
Good evening.
Да воскреснет Бог и расточится в разе его.
Let God arise and his foes vanish.
Ах ты ж, гнида у тебя заваренные! Кто там идет?
Oh, damn you. Who goes there?
Василисой меня зовут. На завод Усть-Урольский иду.
My name is Vasilisa. I'm going to Ust-Urolsky factory.
Ну, ты чё по ночам виляешь?
Good lord. Why are you roaming around at night?
У нас тут и без тебя дел по горло. Я доберусь до этого Самсона.
We're up to our necks as it is. I'll get this, Samson.
Навел рысь на всю округу.
He scared all the neighborhood.
Да я тебе говорю, своими глазами видел.
I'm telling you, I saw it with my own eyes.
Под столбами следы босые, а потом в копыта становятся.
Under the poles, the tracks are human, and then they turn into hoof tracks.
Я туда не пойду, сам шкандыбай.
I'm not going there. If you go if you need it.
Эдак ты со старостой говоришь.
Mind who you're talking to. I'm the monitor. Huh. Okay. What about the tracks?
Что там за следы-то были? Может, скотина какая ходила?
What were those tracks? Perhaps it was some animal?
Скотина босой не ходит.
No animal walks barefoot.
Как начальство сказало про телеграф этот, я пошел. А там вон оно что.
When the chief told me about the telegraph, I went over there. And I find this thing.
Я и мызнул оттуда.
So I ran. What thing?
Завтра тогда сходите. Днем вот не так блазнить будет.
Come there tomorrow. I'm sure it won't be as haunted in the morning.
Да не могу. С меня главарь шкур сымет.
I can't. The supervisors will skin me alive.
Приказано сегодня же выяснить, в чем проблема и починить.
I've been told to find the source of the problem and fix it. I could help, maybe, but I have to keep in mind that I'm at 10 health only, I think, from the last fight. So if we have to fight a demon, this could be problematic.
Я бесов не боюсь. Могу сходить проверить, что там.
I'm not afraid of Chords. I can go there and check.
Ну давай, работничек мой, не пойдет как будто. Я тебе его паденную плату-то и отдам.
Well, if my worker doesn't want to, I'll leave it to you. As a reward, you'll receive his daily wage.
А ничего, я лучше подожду. И без платы.
Fine by me. I'll wait here. Keep the money.
Хорошо. Как бесов одолею, вернусь к вам.
Alright, I'll be back as soon as I deal with the Chords. Uh-oh. And there we go. So, let's see. What can we do about our health? Yeah, we are only at 10. This is very bad. Can we heal up in between fights? Or can we change something? Can we gain help somehow? Increases bless on the turn. Still don't know what that really does. We have plus 5 health to our base health here, but that doesn't heal us. Oh, can we not? Songs. Can we not access our herbs? Oh, we can. Here. What do we have? We could eat a bit of Adam's head, but that's only 5. And we have only 5 left because I used it in the last fight. So we are pretty depleted of things. Oh, and I cannot eat it. Okay, good to know. Well, then we are on our own. Can I look around maybe and collect stuff? I cannot. Whoops! Dang. The game doesn't like that. Okay. So in that case we go to the broken telegraph line. Maybe we can talk to the demon? What could have done this? Evil spirits and perhaps even the weather may oppose such novelties. Let's find out. Oh, nice. A rat. Let's first collect herbs. They know we need it. The rat is an old one. It's dry. It hasn't rained for a long time. Okay. Take that. Articulate orders. Okay, cool. Is there more in the field? Nope. So we move on, I think. Anything here? No, we're good. Evil spirits trace. Just like that man told me, bare feet turn to hooves. That can't be good. Ah, and there it is cut. Here's the torn cable. Yeah, there it is. Road to the village. And nothing else.
Дорога ведет в деревню. Вдалеке, кажется, мерцают огни поселения.
The road leads to the village. In the distance you seem to discern the settlement lights. Oh, we need to go to the village. This forest is a bit dark. Well, it's nighttime. What did you expect? So do we go to the village? It seems so. Maybe it wasn't a demon after all, but a man.
Дорога ведет в деревню. Вдалеке, кажется, мерцают огни.
Ah, we move further, yeah. Ninyi Moshevo village. Whew. The telegraph line stops in this village.
Несмотря на поздний час, крестьяне не спят. На улице собрались почти все обитатели этой небольшой деревни. Обсуждение стихает, когда они замечают ваш силуэт на дороге.
Despite the late hour, the peasants aren't sleeping. Almost all of the residents of this small village have gathered on the street. The discussion quits down once they notice your figure on the road. Oh, it quiets down. It doesn't quit.
Здравствуй! Откуда путь держишь?
Good evening. Where are you heading?
Здравствуйте, люди добрые.
Good evening to you, good people.
Меня главной по телеграфу послал. Поглядеть.
The telegraph manager sent me to inspect.
Ну, нечисть порвала, видала?
Oh, the demons tore it down. You'd see that. Do you see that?
Да, вид.
Yes,
Поглядела, вот и иди. Опасно тут. Окаянный блазнит, и не только.
Well, if you saw it, off you go. It's dangerous here. The place is haunted. Who knows what else? Something is fishy about this village and the people. Maybe they don't want people around and act as if demons were doing stuff.
Я видала разорванный провод-то, но нечистого там не встречала.
I saw the torn wire. I haven't seen any demons though.
Странные следы у столба были.
There were some strange tracks near the pole.
Ну так чё, нечистый?
Well, What do you expect from a demon?
Интересно, что они в сухую погоду так отпечатались.
Strange that they stayed in this dry weather.
Так это то, бесяк. У него где хошь отпечатается.
Well, it's a chord we're talking about. He leaves his tracks where he wants. Yeah, they really want me to believe it is a chord. So maybe it wasn't.
Еще я хотела спросить,
But there's another thing I wanted to ask you.
Нечего тут спрашивать. Говорю, своей дорогой иди.
There's nothing more to ask. I'm telling you to go on your way.
Крестьяне провожают вас угрюмыми взорами. Понимая, что от этих людей ничего не добьешься, вы возвращаетесь на дорогу.
The peasants see you off with heavy gazes. You understand you won't get anything from these people and return to the road.
Заметив ваше приближение, староста направляется вам навстречу.
Having noticed your approach, the monitor comes to meet you.
Ну, выяснила, в чем дело.
So, did you figure out what's wrong?
похоже, нечистый шутит. В деревне тоже все перепуганы.
Looks like a demon's doing. People in the village are also scared senseless. Well, kinda not.
Во, что я говорил-то.
See? That's what I was talking about.
Это скверно. Что делать?
This is bad. What should we do?
Батюшку позовем, он телеграф отчитает.
We'll call an Abe. He'll bless the telegraph.
Да, поглядим. А тебе спасибо. Вот тебе часть оплаты за смелость.
Oh, we'll see about it. And thank you. Here's part of your reward for your courage. 3!
Ну,
That's not much.
до свидания.
Well, goodbye. So, we kinda didn't solve that though, did we? Huh. Interesting. Is that a new location? We could go to Grim Forest. And then we have seen everything. Maybe the demon who cuts the telegraph line is in Grim Forest. I think we should find out. Although we are still in trouble. I sense something wrong beneath these branches.
Мороз пробегает по вашей коже.
Oh, it's him
Признак
again.
присутствия нечистой
We have been
силы.
here.
Вы оглядываетесь
But
вокруг.
what we could do...
У меня найдешь ты, дева, знание и
that
разумение
already.
твоей книги.
What we could do is maybe buy some of the new cards, because we had a lot of trouble in the last fight with the fiery snake, because I kind of didn't understand how the book works with the next stage that we unlocked with the Aspen Seal. But I think while editing the last episodes, and I recorded them back to back, that's why I only recognize it now, although it's 2 episodes ago. Yeah, so I understood it now, I think. Well-versed. Eloquence. But I get 1 sin. That's not good. The page effect amplifies by 1 for every other page of the same color. Increases well-versed effect of white words for 1. But what does it do? Let's buy it. We do have money. Cursed. And I think that's the curse that we cast. Pricer the sticky. Firm. The page remains, yeah, we know that. Curse 1 all enemies. Decreases attack, that's good. And burning herbs. Deals 7 damage to all enemies. To all enemies for each herb used. Okay. Now we have few of the new cards and we should actually use those. Thing is that this is still locked. Ah, because we have to go to the village next. Okay, cool. And there we get the song. I didn't see that. Yeah, here. The plant settlement. The families of the workers and the manager live here.
Деревня застыла в предрассветном оцепенении, укутанная в ледяную росу. Вас приветствуют шепот извилистого ручья, дыхание сырого ветра и звуки тихой песни припозднившихся крестьян.
Just before dawn, the village is still, wrapped in icy dew. You are greeted by the whisper of a stream, a breath of damp wind, and the faint song of peasants who stayed up late.
Тихая мелодия восстанавливает ваши силы.
The quiet melody restores your powers. Oh, but we have to listen to it.
Сидел и ворон на белой березе, а мой милый на сером коне. Ох, и не журися, ты ж моя милая, не вздыхай-ка, тяжело. Ох, и не журися, ты ж моя милая, не вздыхай-ка, тяжело. Знаю, тебе, дружка, жалко, но забыть надо его. Ох, и я тогда своего дружка забуду-ка, когда закроются мои глаза. Ох, и я тогда своего дружка забуду-ка, когда закроются мои глаза. Сердце кровью обольется, грудь завянет, как трава. Ух, и грудь завянет, как трава, засохнет, расцветь не сможет никогда. Ох, и грудь завянет, как трава, засохнет, расцветь не сможет никогда.
Nice. Okay, so now let's have a quick look at the book now that we are here. So, as I understood that now, this is the second seal, and it just unlocks a new set or a new stage of cards that we can use together with the others. So, this is not either or. These are just like level 2 cards. And here I think we can use different sets that we can then utilize for different foes. So maybe a set with only level 1 cards for lower enemies, and then kind of, I don't know, one with curse, for example, or something like that. That's how I understood that now. So let me real quick go through my cards and order my hand for the next fight with level 2 cards that I don't have in here yet, so that we might be able to fight against stronger foes. But I'll cut that out. Okay, that's what we have now. Nicholas and George. Mikhail Voyevoda. That's a new one. Curse. So we can curse our enemies. Yeshak Horway. That's the one we bought. Bluestone. Regen. Avoil, well-versed, we had that for a long time. Nova, firm and well-versed. Kokor, deal twice the amount of damage if against an enemy curse. I think that's what we took from the Fiery Serpent fight, I think. George the Father, we know already. Gria, Parapola, damage to all. Salmanida, well-versed, damage 5. Oh no, here, removes negative status, we had that before. Kila, well-versed, damage for 5, and Urasi, damage for 5 straight up. We have 3 of those. Maybe we should get rid of 1. Just to have a bit of space for new cards. Waste 5 2 times. Vara Heil. It's a defense. That's a new one. Preserve the Sticky. It's also a course card. Shuka Beluga. That's the one we bought with the Sin. Aemon. In Father's Name we know. Golden Fiend we know. Key Tongue Gesture is like 2 damage straight up. Huda 2 times is 3 damage, and Raba 2 times is 4 defense as a key. So let's try that. And there's still some things I don't understand, like cards that are in here, but that I cannot, that I don't have, like the Serpent Sting. It's not in here. It's a key. It's not in here, but I cannot take it. So I don't know, maybe we saw it but didn't take it. And also the circle here. I think these are cards that we know of but didn't choose, maybe because I seem to not have them, and they don't have this ×1 like the others that I don't have in my hand. But we now have all the new cards that I know of and that I have are now in our hand. So let's continue. I hope we are prepared.
Вы минуете умиротворенное поселение и выходите на Ростань. Кажется, на этом перекрестке затаились бесы.
Uh-oh. You pass the tranquil settlement and go to a crossroads. Looks like some shorts are hiding here. Now we can test our new cards. Oh, goodness gracious. Recitation time. Wait, what? Number of turns until recitation is complete. Time 3, 15 damage? All of a sudden, the game took a crazy route. Poison. And 2 damage straight. So there are 3 turns until the recitation is complete. But what does the recitation do? The recitation does 15 damage. He doesn't do that straight away, most probably. Okay, we need to get rid of him in 3 turns. That's how I understand that. We have 5. That's waste. It ignores, I think, defense anyways. And we are good with that. The page effect amplifies by 1 for every other page of the same color. We don't have many of these at the moment. Increases well-versed effect of white words. Well-versed effect of white words. That one, for example, that we don't need, so we don't play that. Don't need any of these keys, so we play that key. We need a well-versed for black. We have a lot of black well-versed cards. Of the same color, that's good. 3 damage. Oh, with that. Ah, right, we have that. I forgot. That's awesome. 4 for all. So 8 on him. Nice. Whew. And we could lay waste on him, maybe. Should we, though? We don't use him because he gives more defense. We can use him in the next round when we don't have any. I cannot kill him. So I lay waste. I mean, he's not dangerous. And you might even know we do 8 to him, right? 2 times 4, yeah. So he needs 3 more. 8. So yeah. Huh. Get rid of him. should die. Then he cannot poison us. Good. And yeah, he does nothing. Okay. So it's not that bad. Now we can curse, but he'll die anyways. What does he do? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We need to kill him off. Now we could play Fierce on him. We don't even need another Kriya because we don't have one, so he's gone. We still have that. Then we could lay waste on him because he cannot act. I would love to know how that curse works though, but it doesn't help because we will never know. He'll die. We could remove a positive state. Is that a positive status? That? Could find out that. I have to try some things here anyways. So he's dead. Let's see if that counts. Yeah. Pointed there. And if we lay waste on him, he'll die. But we see if that worked or not. So let's try that. And we can curse him to just see what it does. Right? Let's see. Okay. Oh dang. He's dead. We will never know. Status doesn't vanish with battle progress. Increases waste on enemies for 1. Each time health is lost. Removes page from the book till the end of the battle. It's a key. That's a key too. Refresh companion's ability. Oh! And heals. That's pretty strong. Does not expend word slots of Sagawar. That's good. Inflicts 1 damage on me. The page remains active for 1 turn. But what does it do? I mean, it affects Velversed. But in what way? That's a tricky one, because it does damage to me. So, which of these? I think that's pretty strong with a good companion. I mean, Morteshka doesn't do damage, which could be a problem with whatever lurks at Ustborov plant. But we'll find out in the next episode though. So yeah, I'll end it here. I will set off though so that I have the save game to Ustborov plant, salt works on the bank of the Kama. This place has become haunted recently by evil spirits. Everyone around here knows that. And we set off and I say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful and adventurous day and goodbye.